Hello and welcome back. Last time I showed you how to install Linux on a Microsoft Surface tablet, and I also promised that you were going to be able to run Android apps. So let's do this now. In order to be able to run Android, we need Waydroid. It's a container-based approach. We'll be using the terminal a lot. You can find all the commands in the video description, as well as the links to the relevant websites, such as to the official Waydroid website. Now it's quite simply, we need to install a repository and we need to install Waydroid. If for any reason you want to follow the installation procedure step by step, there's an official video available, so you can find the link in the top right corner. Once you're done, you'll have to initialize the system and this screen will turn up. You have to choose, do you want a vanilla version of Android or do you want a GApps version, which means with Google Play services available. In any case, download the thing and let the app do its thing. It's going to take some time, don't worry about that. After that, you'll be ready to go. And as you can see, the installation is not a big deal, but you might run into a few problems. You might not have internet connection in your Android, so in that case you need to adapt your firewall settings, or you might have to disable it completely. So this needs to be done. Another thing, if you want to have windowed mode, which means if all the Android apps have to look like a normal app, there is a command you have to use. You can see it here, but it's also in the video description. I'll show you what I mean exactly. So let's open the files here, the Android files, and you can see now it's a normal window, like any other window. You can close it, you can open it, you can even use full screen. You have to hit Ctrl F to do that, or Ctrl F to get out of this again. So let me show you something else. Let's start a little game here. I'm actually quite surprised that this works because it's a very slow system I'm talking about here. So as you can see, you can even play the odd game from time to time. By the way, I accelerated the video a little bit. My computer, my tablet is actually a bit slower. Now, from time to time, you still might need the complete Android system. So in order to do that, you have to enter the terminal and type in a command, Waydroid show full UI. I wanted to simplify things. Let's create a launcher to actually do this. So in order to create launchers, we need an app, and it's called Menu Libre. Let's install that thing. And once we're done, we can have a look at this app. So let's look for Menu, and it's called Menu Editor. So we need that app, and it's quite easy. So I decided to create a launcher within game. So let's hit the plus button. Let's choose the icon. Well, Waydroid, obviously. Right, that's that. Let's give it a name. Let's take Waydroid full screen, I think. Yeah, makes sense. Description, Android. And now the command we usually type in, let's use that on Waydroid. Show full UI. And that's about it. Let's save it and let's try whether it works. So Waydroid full UI, and there it is. So I fast forwarded the video. It actually takes a bit of time. Let's quit it. Right, that's that. Now, my tablet is a slow device. So I noticed that running Android on it takes a huge amount of RAM, of the memory, and I want to stop Android or Waydroid, to be more precise, altogether. So there are a few terminal commands you need to do that, but I want to create also a shortcut, a launcher, in order to be able to stop everything Waydroid related. So let's do that. And we need an icon if you want to have a proper launcher. So let's take the original icon. So you need to go to USR, Share, Icons, where is it? icons, and then I'm using the Papyrus Dark theme, 64x64 apps, and Waydroid will be somewhere here. So let's just copy it and copy it to a folder I created, scripts. So I created this folder for customization purposes. So I'll put it in there, and then we need to paste it and edit the logo. Let's change the name, Waydroid Gray. So off means gray. I want to open it with Inkscape. If you haven't installed this yet, sudo apt install Inkscape. It's a vector graphic program. Right, let's open it. And here what you want to do is you want to, well, zoom out of it, obviously. Now let's just choose all the nodes and then color, grayscale, and apply. So everything turns gray. I'm happy with that. Let's just save the file, and we have an icon. But apart from that, we need a shell script to execute the commands we need. So I created one. So stopway.sh. You can find all the content in the video description. So we need to stop the Waydroid session and the Waydroid container with sudo, which means we have to type in a password at some point. So make sure it's executable, permissions, allow executing files. So that's that. Now we need to use the menu editor again. So menu editor, let's choose the category games again, plus add launcher. This time browse files for the icon. I created the icon, the gray one. Right, the command also, we can choose the scripts. Let's just click on that. Where it is? Where is it? It was in the scripts folder, wasn't it? So home and scripts and stopway. Yes, that's that. I'll add the sh to make sure. Right, new launcher name, stop Waydroid, and description stop Android or something like that. Stop Android. Now make sure that you choose run in terminal, because we'll need to be able to write our password. Yep. Now let's try that. Let's start something first. Let's start Waydroid first. Okay, let's close it and quit. Now let's try stop Waydroid. Terminal pops up, asks for our password, and we're done. And there's one last thing to do, but just in case you installed the GApps version of Lineage OS. So if you want to be able to use the Play Store, for example, you have to enter the Waydroid shell and get the ID of your device. So the command can be found in the video description, and then you need to register your device at this website. I mean, you can find everything down below, otherwise it's impossible to copy this from a screen. And then you're done. You can enjoy your Android on this tablet or on any other Ubuntu device. So I think it's a great piece of software. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just leave me a like. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to. So bye bye. See you next time.